Parvati Shallow calls Deal or No Deal Island Costar Dr. Will rude and outrageous. I wanted him out. Exclusive. Dr. Will Kirby showed up on the Banker's Island on the January 14th episode of Deal or No Deal Island, and many of the contestants, especially Parvati Shallow, didn't like that. Dr. Will was the most obnoxious human being in the planet. The Survivor winner, 42, tells People. I was like, oh God, this guy. He's just rude. He was so rude and outrageous and made everything more difficult. I wanted him out. He sucked. Host Joe Manganiello brought the Big Brother winner, 52, out to the island after the group managed to only add $1 to the prize pot in the Season 2 premiere. The banker has been profoundly disappointed with the group's performance so far, so she's bringing in someone to stir up the competition. Manganiello, 48, said in the January 14th episode. While Kirby did not participate in the second challenge, which saw Shallow and Philip Solomon snag the highest value case at $1.5 million, he joined the rest of the cast at the temple, where winners Shallow and Solomon, 37, sent bottom two pair Courtney, CK, Kim and La Shell Wooten to face the banker. Kim, 36, and Wooten, 55, made a good deal with the banker for $281,000, a higher amount than the $500 in the case they chose, and sent home Sydney Peck. Shallow wanted to keep Peck, 27, in the game because the mom of 6-year-old daughter Alma saw Peck as an agent of chaos who would keep the attention off of her. She hoped to work with Kirby for the same reason. In the beginning, when he first arrived, I was like, he'll be another front-facing threat so David and I can still lurk in the shadows. Maybe Will and I can get something going together, Shallow says. But then he comes in and outs my secret. When Shallow arrived on the Banker's Island, very few of her castmates recognized her as Survivor's Black Widow. But Kirby made her reality TV resume known. I'm like, did you do that on purpose? And I think the answer is yes, Shallow says. There were 6 people who had come up to me and told me that they knew me from Survivor, and I was like, okay, let's just keep this between us and we can have something going. I had people siloed off. And then Will comes in and blows me up, and now everybody knows that I'm the Survivor winner. Shallow believes Kirby was coming and trying to wreck shop for me from the moment he hit the beach. She says, I figured the secret would come out at some point. How long can 6 people not talk to each other? I was just trying to delay that information being spread as long as I could. He just forced the issue faster than I wanted it to. Shallow decided from the jump to work with Australian Survivor's David Jennett, but after Kirby blew up my spot, the TV personality wanted to find another ally. I had to really select the other person besides David who I was going to work with, my number 2 lockstep person, Shallow says. The reality star teases that she gave it to Kirby straight at one point during the season. I called him a pathological narcissist, Shallow says. He was upset about that. We talked about it, and I reiterated that he is a narcissist. I was like, I'm not a doctor, but you show all the symptoms of this pathology. Go ahead and look it up. I wanted him out. One thing Shallow can assure viewers won't see, her signature headbands from Traders. I'm not going to bring headbands to the beach, she says. They belong in a castle.